Hi there, guys. Oh no. Timmy Joe here. So things have been a little bit sparse lately, and I wanted to get more of a direction. I had a very expensive Canon 70D SLR I was using. It was always on the tripod unless I was doing some sort of project. I had a bunch of lenses for it, like well over $3,000, we'll say, of new, like bought new of equipment that I was really only using for a hand, not really as intended, never taking pictures with it. I had the idea of maybe doing a photography business originally with it, but I figured I'd revamp the way I do things here on the channel. So I have a couple of action cameras. This monoprice one I bought originally a few years ago, 1080p, nothing crazy, nothing amazing. It's definitely got kind of a bland look to it, but it still does good for B-roll and stuff. And then I have the Sony, which I really love. It does it actually pretty good, but you need this watch to alter settings on it. It has no it has a little LCD screen that shows you just a few things. Even to switch modes on it, you pretty much need this watch. You need to make sure these are both charged. And then again, I had it on the selfie stick when I broke my hand. Pretty decent. And I ended up screwing the lens up on it anyways. Otherwise, I'd probably just keep using this because it's still pretty good quality. Only 1080p, but it did 60 FPS if you needed it to. So I went ahead and sold my 70D for a good price on Kijiji, which is Canada's version of Craigslist, and all the lenses and everything, because I wanted to buy a different camera, upgrade my computer, switch to 4K, and have some money left over. And with all of the money I made from selling that camera, I was actually able to upgrade my computer to a newer Core i7 with a better video card and buy the best GoPro you can buy right now. With a memory card and accessories, I got this GoPro Hero 5 Black Edition from Best Buy with this accessory kit that comes with a chest cam, which will allow me to do, projects in the garage and have just my point of view. And there's a helmet cam and stuff too, some accessories. I'm going to go ahead and give GoPro a chance. I've watched lots of videos on the Hero 5 and people just say it's amazing. Plus, I'll be able to use it as my studio cam. It has 4K and you're able to crop in and get rid of the fisheye look. And that way when I do my zooms and stuff like that, I will still be in 1080p. I'll still upload in 1080p, but it'll give me more breathing room for those zoom shots. So I figured I'd go ahead and do an unboxing of this thing, and then we'll do some tests with it, and I don't know, new piece of tech. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Yo, wow, here we go.
Okay, so this is the monoprice action cam I was just showing you. You see how it's pretty muddy? I got the light here and it probably still has some ISO grain and stuff like that. But it'll show you kind of the quality difference once we switch the GoPro on. Now, I'm excited about this because I've never owned a GoPro before, and I think it's expensive for what it is, but in the long run, it's really, they've been doing it the longest, GoPro, for action cams. You're gonna get, I think it's telling me to pull that. There we go. There we go. And we're golden. And, I'll get to see how it fares out. This thing's expensive. In Canada here, I got it for $529.99. I'm sure American it's like $3.99 or something like that. So what else do we get in the box? Probably not a whole lot. I'm worried that I might not even get... Oh yeah, there's a USB-C in here. So this takes a USB-C, and apparently I learned this after the fact. Used to be able to just fire an external mic on over USB with other GoPros, but now you have to buy a special USB-C to 3.5 in to do a microphone on this, which isn't the biggest deal. I guess you can open this little housing here. It's where the ports are, and then you can actually take this little door off, so I'm gonna make sure you don't lose it. But there's HDMI, super micro HDMI out on that too. So let's go ahead and put the battery in this thing. We'll fire it on. You got the English, the Français, the Deutsch. Oh, what's the date? There we go. So here's IMs. And yeah, you got a little battery indicator. We got no micro SD card. So this is the first recording of me with the, oh, we're in super frames per second right now. There we go, 30 frames a second. So this is the quality versus, you know, this thing. And we'll definitely do further testing. Let's go ahead and open up the this box here. Look at that. Got a little manual. This was pretty much free. We got the chest strap. I guess that's used for that. There we go. And this is what I was looking for. I can go ahead and put it on a tripod. And that's a head strap, assuming that'll fit my big head. But I'm hoping this looks good, even though we're kind of in some weird lighting right now. And I'll be back for more video. We'll do some testing or something. So this is Timmy Joe in the studio with the GoPro hooked up. A few cool things about it. Number one, I was worried about framing the shot. There's an HDMI out on the GoPro, but it's like some super micro one. I was probably going to order a cable. I don't know if I'm going to do that now because I have my phone set up here and it's set up with the app doing Wi-Fi or whatever, and it's framing the shot's great. There's pretty low latency, so I can make sure I'm in frame and everything on the phone whenever I want. I got my phone set up on a little tripod here. We're going to see if the mic on here is any good for in studio. I really doubt it is, but let's check it out. This is the mic on the GoPro. How does it sound? Does it sound good? Do I sound weird? Does it sound a lot more echoey and not direct like this microphone? Switch back to this microphone. A couple other things. You can't use 4K and linear mode at the same time. You have to go to 2.7K. But that's fine with me. That's still like double the resolution that I was using on the 1080p Canon camera. So my zooms and stuff like that should still be crisper. Another concern I have is the ISO seems to start at 400, which is weird for a camera. I guess maybe not for an action camera, for low light and stuff like that. But when I've got studio lights pointed at me like this, I'd like to go down an ISO and make sure I've got like the brightest real light rather than the camera doing the work to do that. I'm not really sure if this is going to be better than the Canon. I think it can be equivalent. So if you're looking to use GoPro as a studio camera and have the functionality of the action camera, this is kind of the situation here. So we'll see if it works out. It's cool. I ended up selling a camera I wasn't using to its fullest potential to get a really awesome new piece of tech, as well as upgraded my computer so I can start editing better. I'm actually editing this for the first time in Premiere. I haven't used Premiere in a couple of years. I've been using Cyberlink Power Director, which I think is probably the most atrocious editing program ever, and I was kind of fooling myself thinking that it was some like a prosumer type dealy. It is really meant for like the layman to try and video edit, which I don't think I'm going to go back to it, but it's going to take some time to get used to editing in Premiere, that is for sure. But what do you guys think? Do you like GoPros? Would you use one in a studio situation like this, or am I just crazy? I can't wait for there to be some more options for mics for these things. It seems like you have to go mic through USB-C, and there's only one type of adapter that GoPro made, but I'm going to come up with a solution for that. I'm sure over time Amazon will come up with some sort of solution for that too. Everything's for GoPro Hero 4 right now because this thing, of course, just came out a month ago or whatever. But yeah, I'm Timmy Joe. This is my new GoPro setup, and I hope you liked this little bit of a review. I'll give my opinions in a few weeks once I've been using it for a while, but for the most part, I kind of like the change I made. I just it's going to take some getting used to, that is for sure. So leave some comments below, like the video if you liked it. I'm Timmy Joe, and of course I will be here for a long, long time, back with some more videos a little bit later.